2 if by T in Boston's Historical National Park is a great one for history. You learn American history. Boston is a very old city, and that's one of the first cities in our country. And Ben and Bekka get to go there because their father is a newspaper reporter, and he has learned that something suspicious has been going on in Boston, and he needs Ben and Bekka to go with him to be super sleuths as they participate in a scavenger hunt with other teams around the Freedom Trail. Now, Boston is right over here in Massachusetts along the Atlantic Ocean. Now, in Boston, if you go there as a tourist, you will learn that there is the Freedom Trail. It is a 2.5-mile long red brick trail that goes throughout the city to 16 historical sites. Well, in my book, we have a scavenger hunt. The teams get clues. In addition to Ben and Bekka, the twins that are in all of my book, I have them meet Rosa and her brother Noah, and they compete along with Ben and Bekka. Now, in this book, unfortunately, someone is bullying the teams. Clues are being sabotaged, and the teammates are getting hurt. The ranger is working with the parents to find out who's doing it, and no one knows. Well, in addition to that, Ben and Bekka, along with their father, go into a museum and then a church, and they find a clue to what is really going on in Boston. Now, I can't give it away, but I want to introduce to you some of the characters that you will learn about if you go to Boston. Now, the real famous person is Paul Revere. Now, he gave the famous signal, 1 if by land, 2 if by sea. Our book is 2 if by T, because we bring in the very famous Boston Tea Party. It's kind of fun when you get to make up titles like that. Now, another very famous person in Boston you will learn about is Ben Franklin. Now, Benjamin Franklin invented our paper money, and you can look at different denominations of money and know that Ben Franklin was the one responsible for that. Other famous people are there. You'll learn about the Underground Railroad. You will learn about famous debates that went on. The Constitution the Declaration of Independence was first read on a balcony of one of the buildings there in Boston. So it's just very interesting, all that you can learn. It's a great city to visit, and you will want to go. 2 if by T in Boston. Oh, in the back of this book, as with all of my other books, Bekka has her FYI section for your information. You can learn about things, but one of the things I put in this book was the recipe for Boston cream pie. Everybody likes desserts, and in Boston, they came up with this very famous dessert. So you can learn about that. Also, I have the Paul Revere's Ride. Listen, my children, and you shall hear of the midnight ride of Paul Revere. And other fun things that you can learn are tucked away in the back of this book. All the famous people, all the famous places that you can visit. 2 if by T in Boston, $7.95. It's available on my website, nationalparkmysteries.com. That's nationalparkmysteries.com.